Welcome to our online fans, and thanks for tuning in to watch this second session of the Junior Takeover weekend. It's a Saturday, obviously, today, and we don't always race on a Saturday, but when we have our special events, we like to bring the crew back out and have another round of it. So today we are featuring just our youngest group of riders. That's right, just Junior A, B, C, and D's. So you can see the schedule up there on the screen as we're getting set to start. The riders right now are hiding under Tent City. If you haven't checked the weather report here in the Seattle greater area, it's going to be hot this weekend. We're expecting well over 90 degrees tomorrow. Today, sitting down here in the Velodrome, we're sitting over 90 degrees as well. So it could get and climb much closer to 100 degrees tomorrow for these young riders. So try and take care of everybody. A lot of hydration, a lot of shade. So we'll get through this quick little meeting. We'll get them sorted out and ready for their contest today. Got some fun ones for you. The International Omnium format for the older juniors. So the upper group, the AB men and the AB women, will both be going in an International Omnium today. And then we're going to also be having kind of an ongoing Omnium between the remaining races for the younger groups as well. Not running the International Omnium, just kind of a scoring for their success in each race. We'll podium at the end, celebrate how they did. We're going to have some regional medals, championship medals for the riders on top of those Omnium contests as well. So that'll be fun to celebrate. Thanks for tuning in and joining us. If you're here as our live audience, don't forget you can always engage and leave a question or a comment. Shout out a young rider if you're tuning in to watch them from afar. And if you're rewatching this later, hopefully you're enjoying checking out the racing here on our YouTube channel. Leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and of course comment down below your favorite moment or something you'd like to see done better on our next broadcast. Racing to start here real soon. All right, we are officially ready to begin. The meeting is all done. Racing is going to get started. Our schedule says our first group up, the Junior AB men, our young riders here in the International Omnium in their first event, will be going out for a scratch race. Junior AB men, come on down with your intent to get a good start here today in the International Omnium in this scratch race. To the rail. If you're supporting young rider out here today and surviving the heat with us, this is going to be a fun one. Thanks for being here. If you're tuning in on the live stream, again, thanks for being a part of our audience from afar. Hopefully you're able to get a good view of some of your riders. It's a slightly smaller crew today. One of our normal helpers that would be up here on the deck is out there racing today because, you know, it's junior-focused racing. So we got to make sure he gets a chance to get out there and get some laps with the juniors today. So you're going to get a lot of views up here from the deck and a little bit less down from the field, but still, hopefully you'll get a good idea what's going on today. We'll make sure to announce the points, let you know everybody's standings are in the International Omnium and all that stuff as best as we can from up here throughout today. First up, again, our Junior AB men, a nice big group here getting lined up and ready to start. We got competitors all up and down the West Coast. I heard we have some folks coming in from the Texas area. We've got a lot of different velodromes represented here today. Once they get their instructions and on their way out, we can talk a little bit more about the race and see who's here today to compete. Neutral from the rail, neutral from the rail. Racing will start after the sound of the whistle in turn 4. Today, we are racing an International Omnium, which does mean that this first race is not just a race within itself. It is essentially an opportunity to pick up points in the overall race, which will conclude at the end, of course, with the big points race later on today. The scratch race will be a 15-lap contest. Riders will get out of the neutral here, and then we'll start seeing those lap counters going down. At 1 to go, they'll hear a bell, and first rider across the line will pick up 15 points in the IO. It'll descend from there. Looks like our group is together. We should see confirmation here of the race starting momentarily. And there's your whistle. Racing is underway. Junior Takeover continuing on here at the Velodrome on this sweltering Saturday here for the Pacific Northwest. We have been really fortunate with some beautiful weather the last couple of weeks, and we're fortunate with a really good Junior Takeover attendance here in 2024. And another really beautiful weekend, getting a bit on the hot side for us Washingtonians today, but this group right now looking fresh and ready to start this off. And off we go. We will start with Merrick Gallagher for the Jerry Baker Juniors team today. That's our squad in black and blue. You're going to get a lot of those riders today, as that will be your host team, both for today and, of course, the upcoming Junior Nationals here in August. Gallagher taking kind of a long pull here. It looks like he's allowing the whole group kind of allowing a slower pace here on the opening laps. We got some riders from Portland here right behind Gallagher. That's Team Epic, the group in the black, pink, and blue. Gavin Newman, number 40, has been kind of sitting behind Gallagher for the majority of this opening effort by Merrick. As of note, and this will be an important thing, this is going to be difficult for me, and without any sort of like live results system or any confirmation of riders registration within the group, there are 2 fields here that will be scored separately. So we do have an A and B field for the scoring purposes and the medaling purposes. At the end of today will be recognized separately, but we're racing them together. And for the most part, you're going to hear from me the overall status of the race from the top to the bottom. I will not be delineating a lot of that information between A and B throughout the racing. So that is of note. Today I'm going to be just watching the scratch race unfold. For those that don't tune in or haven't been a frequent follower here at the Velodrome, our rider that just got off the front there is certainly going to be a heavy favorite from this group, as we've watched that youth really turn it up here in 2024. He's a contender and actually the season leader in our Cat 1-2 men field here at the Velodrome. So Gallagher, obviously a big factor in this group overall already. Before this race even starts, the fun is really going to be to see what other competitors are going to come to the top of this one. Who else is going to find some space to make a story this weekend and have a good showing? That's going to be one of, I know that one just by heart. That's one of our riders that's going to be scored as a B category. It's another of our Jerry Baker Jr. riders, Keegan Fairbanks. One of the younger riders in this group that just took a little extra effort there. So now we're starting to see a change of the guard at the front, a little bit more rotation happening here after Gallagher pulls the group around for several laps. We've got a lot more volatility here, movement from the front. Here goes Newman on his attempt to make some noise at the front. That's Team Epic again, the Portland youth cycling team, East Portland to be specific. Has the team turned down any West Portland applicants, I wonder? They couldn't be Wepic. You're right, that couldn't work. That's just outright, that's nonsense. Nice little attack here. It still has quite a few laps ahead of him, but Newman at 8 to go has opened up several seconds for himself. It's bib number 7. Gallagher decides to do a bit of work here. Newman's teammate, Hampson, right there. And Newman will go ahead and abandon the effort here, knowing that Gallagher's caught his son. He's in the hunt. Might as well let this one go away. But now we're going to give another chance for another attack here. So we'll send one more rider forward at 7 to go. That's big 4-4-9. We saw Aiden Zavala pretty active last night during the Friday night session. Coming all the way up from California. One of several Californians here this weekend. And again, Aiden was pretty active last night during Friday night's session. And looks primed and ready to go. Very comfortable in today's heat, I imagine, compared to the rest of us up here. And seeing 6 to go as Aiden's now got himself a nice big gap here. Still on the same straight with the rest of the field. Gallagher's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. He's got riders in right behind him, just all piled up. There's the field. A couple off the back of the pace right now. Most of the riders that started are still together, though. That's another of the Jerry Baker Jr. riders. Tom Herrick, 318, is right behind his teammate, the rider in second position. It's still Aiden off the front. He's got a similar gap opened up here, seeing 5 to go. In about a lap or so, this is going to be an all-in move as the race is going to really start short up. But this move from Gallagher will probably start to nip away at this lead pretty significantly. Many of the juniors are going to try and get into the slipstream of Gallagher, who's going to pull in this big move here down the back straight. And several seconds wiping away here. That's going to be enough for Aiden to say, okay, that's all right. I'll force the response. We'll sit up, let him catch me, recover, and then make it a fast sprint here soon. And we only got a mile to go, 4 laps remaining. Aiden coming back into the fold of the front 3 in turn 1. Nice little window if somebody wants to jump down and make something happen here out of turn 2, but hesitation after the catch, and everybody will regather themselves instead of getting aggressive. Close enough to the finish. Our junior AB women will be up next for their scratch race in the International Omnium. Junior AB women should be up and ready to start, already on their bikes, as we are 3 laps away from our next event. Number 7, Gallagher, sitting at the front of his field. Everybody happy to let him lead from above the blue line. I believe that's going to be Sean Davies, if I'm not mistaken, the rider coming towards the front now for this group. Look over the right shoulder, looking to see if there's any movement or activity. Not a lot here, 2 to go. It's still pretty static. And now bunching up quite a bit here onto the back straight. This is going to be coming into the bell lap. And onto the home straight. The first race here for the International Omnium for our junior AB men. The bell ringing, 1 to go. As Gallagher currently leading the field. Who's the next to make the jump here? Here comes Aiden again to attack down the back straight. A nice acceleration. It's going to get pretty busy into turn 3. Big movement over the top here. It looks like Team Epic's also going to reposition themselves all the way up, trying to come up alongside of this one. Aiden holding on from the front for 2nd overall. Newman flying in fast for 3rd. Fairbanks 4th across the line, possibly 1st in his group. But it does look like it'll be Gallagher taking the big points from the first one here. Zavala 2nd across the line for the A group. And 3rd across there would have been Newman, getting the nice head start here on the International Omnium. And I believe Fairbanks for the junior B men would have been the first across for those riders. Great start for the young competitors today. We'll see more of them soon. All riders, please exit into the warm-up circle. Your race is concluded. It's now open for the junior AB women to come to the rail. Junior AB women to the rail for Your first event in the IO. The 12-lap scratch. Another chance here for us to look at the movement slow before the speed of the upcoming scratch race. This is our junior AB women before the IO has even begun. It's their very first event to go out and get some points here on the long journey to win the International Omnium. 12 laps will be the total today for their scratch race. Once again, two groups racing together within this field. They will be scored separately. For the most part, my commentary will be the overall race. We're going to start out turn 4 as long as they're still all together currently in their neutral. And the whistle sounded, racing underway. 12 to go. And not hesitating long here. Our first effort coming already from Rue Tomko, trying to encourage a bit more tempo from the group. No one really biting just yet. This is allowing Tomko a little bit of an opportunity here to kind of test the legs out and see what the field's willing to tolerate today. They get a little bit feisty here as they round out of turn 4. The chase coming from triple shot right now. That's rider 117, Tendo Mukahanana. One of many of our riders from the Victoria area coming to join us today. Look for that green jersey in many of our fields this evening. Our group staying together here. Rue kind of testing the waters in the field. Gave them just a little bit of time off the front. And now we got ourselves into a nice paceline formation. Look out for Kimberly Chen, the rider that was just at the front, winning many, many laps last night here in the Open 1-2-3 women field that we host every Friday night. She's showing up with a Portland competitor, Jenna Lingua. Those two were flying in front of this group lap after lap, and Chen demonstrating her strength. She's now right there in the mid-back of the field, wearing bib number 114. The stealthy kit, mostly dark colors, a little bit of dark, green you can see on the sleeve from over here. She's coy, a very smart rider. She'll go when it's time, and she knows exactly what kind of efforts to put out here. She's got some other good riders in this group to make it tough on her today, and right in front of her, the rider of the year for our local field for the Open Women is Danny Scoville with the bright orange helmet. Riding also for the Jerry Baker Juniors and wearing the colors as a champion in this category nationally for her age group. Scoville knows that she's got some good results here, and she wants to wear them proudly today. Appreciate seeing the colors on in this event, especially knowing that we are going to be putting out some regional championship medals today. So in our own way, we're having a little bit of fun celebrating regional young riders and acknowledging them for their talents and their efforts here in July. Gathering back up again, seeing 7 to go. Another one of our riders from Victoria, that's Lindsay Cameron, 115, coming to the front. Chen right behind her, and there's Scoville. Right behind Scoville, another one of our Californian riders is Lou Kelly, the rider in the blue. Making her way up here this weekend to compete, at least for the second year in a row, if my memory serves correctly. It was looking good last night. Going to try to figure out a way to make some good finishes happen here this evening. It's 6 to go. So Sarah Vargas, that's rider 118, the rider in black right behind Lou, who now takes the front position for the field. Lots of just consistent rotation here, consistent tempo from these young riders as they seem to want to maintain their tempo overall. Triple shot back to the front again. Here's another rider we haven't seen yet from tonight. That's Julia Barna, number 221, takes over the front for just a moment. Had some great fast laps last night in Friday night racing. See what she can do today during the Omnium. 5 to go. Grouping up here, it's been a bit the same here over the last couple of laps, but now we're starting to see a change in tempo as the field sits up. Now one rider away, 3 to go. That's going to be number 115, Lindsay Cameron, on the attack. Found a nice opportunity here. Going to force a response from somebody. It'll be Chen first up, the rider down the sprinter's lane to the front. That's bid 114. Talked a little bit about her earlier on as one of the riders to watch here for sure this evening. Seeing just how strong she was yesterday in the field. She does a bit of work to get this thing started. Here comes Scoville and Tomko, two of the Jerry Baker Jr. riders, also pulling through on this thing to keep it close. Big attack from Lindsay. Still has a good gap here. It's dissipated a bit. 2 to go. Gap's holding pretty firm right now. Another big jump from the field. Might try to evaporate it here. Let's see. Coming down into turn 3. It's starting to close just a bit under the power of Chen now. She'll pull up pretty quick. It's now Vargas on the front for the field. Still Lindsay. Getting the help from Team Victoria here. Trying to help her across the line. 1 to go. 1 to go. Big early attack. She is really in deep on this attack. And here goes the teammate. It's Tendo Mukahana. Sees an opportunity from the front of the field as well. Tendo getting it up to speed. Scoville nicely tucked in right behind her. Here comes Chen running at the wheel of Scoville as well. Who's going to come up and into the above the red line first? Everybody's still just behind Tendo. Here they come. It's still Lindsay on the front though. She's trying to hold off this one. We got a good scratch finish in the junior women. Lindsay, oh, it'll be the speedsters on the outside. Might have been Chen barely. Scoville and Chen side by side. Not a surprise to see that kind of a finish for those two, but how close was that for Lindsay? What a great early move and a risky play. Gotta love that kind of commitment to that sort of maneuver here at the track. Well done for the junior women in that contest. That was fun. We'll see a lot more of them later as we'll figure out who's in what order here for the International Omnium. We'll bring them back up for more soon. The Junior Men's C riders, the Junior Men's C for their short scratch race. A 4-lap race upcoming. On deck, Junior MD, the Junior Men D riders, and then the Junior Women C and D riders. And these are pretty short races, so these riders should be getting ready to go right now. Joining us on the stream, thank you for tuning in and supporting us. You just saw our race schedule there. We've completed the first 2 races so far. Our International Omnium for the Junior AB men and women have both concluded. We're now moving into the short scratches. This is for the Junior C men. Junior Men C riders. This is going to be essentially our under 16. Age 13 to 16, I guess, by the start list here. So these riders in the neutral, then they'll have a 4-lap speedy scratch. These riders not going up for International Omnium today. So what will happen here is we'll figure out who our winner is from the scratch. We'll score everybody based on how well they do, but we're going to actually use golf scoring here. It's going to be backwards. The better you do, the lower the number. First place gets 1 point, second place gets 2 points, so on and so forth. The rider with the fewest points in that Omnium at the end will be considered the overall Omnium champion for each of our categories today for the younger juniors. Racing underway, 4 to go. All right, our group here all together at 3 to go. Just their first race here against one another. This is going to be some of our younger riders here today, the junior men. It's a grouping of 16 through 13-year-olds. Well, I think with one of our scratches, this officially makes it really just 15 to 13-year-olds in the group. Currently, Maxim, number 499, one of the riders for the Jerry Baker Juniors, has kind of been serving as the front of the field so far. Just 13 years old, but one of the bigger riders in the group easily. At the front of the group right now. 2 to go. Bell next time. You can see a little bit of anxiety there as there's a bit of a move in the second line. Up and over the red line and back around the leader now. This is a pretty early attack being set up. Could this be the race now? Is this going to get reset or is this all in? Go, go, go. All the way from 2 to go. Still in the sprint now. Everybody's just in single file. It's a full-on race for the finish line. It's 1 to go. It's Edison Clark-Hoxie who got this thing started. That's rider number 628 who's still on the front here. And it's now 4 riders starting to separate themselves. An 800-meter sprint. Longer than we usually see here. And here comes the second effort from one of the Jerry Baker Jr. riders. Looks like William Huang starting to find the lane he needs to take over the front. And Huang with a nice finish here will get across the line first. Clark Hoxie getting second across the line and Smegley third. That was a fun one, all the way back from 2 to go. Big opening move there from Clark Hoxie that makes it a fast finish. And a good fast 2 laps. Well done to our Junior C men. Here comes the Junior Ds, our youngest group of junior men riders today, to the rail. Short scratch. This is our U13 group, the youngsters for the junior men. 2 fast laps there in the neutral. We'll start them out of turn 4 if they're all together. Then we'll start counting down to the quick finish. Same rules I was just mentioning a bit ago about the Omnium here. First rider across the line would be the winner of the scratch and earns 1 point in the Omnium. It's a golf scoring system here. Go low to win. The better your place, the lower your number. At the end of the day, the lowest overall score would be the rider that would be on top of the podium for the group. Big group here today for our youngsters as they go across the Stanley sign. You can see just how much space they're taking up. They might be small, but they are mighty today and showing up in great quantities here. Had 2 clinics this weekend, so hopefully we've gotten ourselves sorted out. We're ready for some great racing. We're going to communicate. We're going to keep our eyes up, race in good straight lines, be predictable, and of course have a good time racing here today at the Velodrome. Racing underway for the junior men D category for their 2-lap scratch. And off we go. Basically the race is it's in full mode now. They're going to be getting the bell coming around on this lap already. Think of it like a long chariot. Whoa, here we go. Predictable lines. Here we go. Ride smart, everybody. Here we go. It's 1 to go. 1 to go. Woohoo! Big move up and over. Here comes rider 622, Nolan Archambault, who was looking real good yesterday. Another guy to attack here. But look at the recovery from, looks like what could be Gavin Fairbanks recovering on the wheel quickly. And here comes now the lineup of Triple Shot, who dominated yesterday in this younger group. See if they can pull out another one here in this scratch. And off they go. Here we go. The sprint's 3 wide right now. All right, it will be. Number 617, Owen Chen, pulling ahead by just a bit in that final sprint. But wow, good top speed from the youngest group racing today. Nicely done. In the 2-lap scratch, riders, please do exit into the warm-up circle on this lap. You are all finished up. A couple more finishers here. We have a 9-year-old in the group that just came across the line. Oh, my goodness. You got some young riders in this group. and all looking so good today. Let's bring up the junior women CD riders all to the rail for the short scratch. Junior women CD category to the rail for the short scratch.
I've been trying hard to keep my cool, but when you're near, there's nothing that I can do. When you're walking in, I know it's true. It doesn't even matter how hard I try, 'cause when I hear your voice, my walls come down. Boy, you are the only thing I want.
Into the neutral. We'll start out of turn 4 for all together for 2 quick laps in this scratch race. This is another group that is a combined field, scored separately, racing together. Youngest rider in this group, a couple of 10-year-olds. Our oldest riders, looks like we've got a 16 and a couple of 15 racing ages in here. So nice big separation in terms of age, which also means it could get pulled apart a little bit even within the 2 laps we have. Don't be surprised to see it. These riders are going to have a nice quick scratch here, and then we're going to go right back into the next event for the International Omnium riders. I see many of them already getting on the bike and ready to get called up. Junior A-B riders should be getting set to go. And the whistle sounded, racing's underway. 2 to go. Bell next time. 2-1-1, that's Renna Fuller. For the Jerry Baker Juniors on the opening lap, wants to get things started. Luna Mendoza taking over, another one of our local riders. There's Charlotte Westover right behind her, so many names I can throw off quickly, as those are riders I recognize in this short scratch, taking right over at the front. They come off the lead quickly. They're coming already into this Bell lap. Who's going to take back in charge here? As the speed's going to be coming in quick. 1 to go. Who's going next? Fuller's back on the front. Lynch riding high. Sophia Avery sitting in a blue line, basically right in the middle of all these riders. We saw Lynch, Avery, Westover. These riders were running at it last night. Let's see who wants to come to the front now. Westover looking to take over here alongside of Lynch, but Westover getting a nice jump and starting to separate herself very nicely here. Charlotte's opening it up well in the scratch, already basically in control of this one. Behind her, it's going to be Lynch and Renna Fuller. There's Mendoza, Avery, and it looks like 631. Ayla Zavala, the next rider, crossing over our California riders. That's right, we're making noise for all the finishers. We got lots of great competitors here today, including a couple of 10-year-olds coming here at the back of the field, absolutely crushing it today in their short scratch. Track's open for our next group. Junior men, AB, for the International Omnium, your second race. Come on down to the rail. Our riders down the neutral for the International Omnium Tempo race. Rider at the front will get a point. That won't start until we get the bell. We're going to get a 10 to go bell from 9 to go and onwards. The first rider across the line will get a point. The rider with the most number of points at the end of the race will get the most points moving forward on the International Omnium contest. Of course, the point here is to do as well as you can on each of these stages of the International Omnium. And the whistle is sounded for the tempo to begin. No points just yet. Bell at 10 to go. No points yet. Bell at 10 to go. Bell at 10 to go. 1 point at the front. Only one rider deep.
And because I was just asked, because Merrick knows the rules, just 1 point for the final sprint as well.
That's
Not
right.
a point a lap. International tempo.
Tempo, that's right.
Which is different than our JB tempo, just to confuse.
And different than a point
everyone.
a lap. Those are all different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 point per person.
Every single lap.
Except for the first two.
Right, where it's no points.
So yes, 1 point per person.
It's such a simple sounding rule, and then when you actually play it out, it can be quite confusing in the minutia. Next time around, you'll hear a bell. After that, it's 1 point to the leader until the end of the race. All right. We've got our tempo underway on deck. The junior women AB riders will also be going for the tempo race, International Omnium Tempo. Next time around, first rider gets a point. Next time around, first rider gets a point. Next lap. And a big move here from Finlayson Blake. Now here in this kind of a race, getting even 1 point is really valuable. There's only 9 chances to get points here. 1 point can go a long ways in securing a good finishing order for yourself. So these two riders trying to dance off the front, but look out for the shark in the water. Newman's on a bit of an attack here. No way will he be denied. Number 40, clearing away, will pick up the first point. Going to try to carry the momentum. He definitely should do this here for as long as he can. He's in a position where he can score again. Might as well get a few more. Sean Davies is kind of stuck out here in no man's land. Will start to fall back into the group now as Gallagher appears to be feeling a little anxious about this too, and will go ahead on his own attack at the beginning of the race. I mean, Newman and Gallagher could potentially elect to work together here and maybe just race away with this thing for a bit. Newman with 2, no one else with any points, but here comes Gallagher. Whoa. Okay, Gallagher is just going to go ahead and race this thing. And it might be his points for the rest of the race. Let's see if this group of 3, which may gain some help here in a moment. That's Hampson working with Herink and Fairbanks, adding Newman to the mix as well. They're all in the chase behind Gallagher, who now picks up his first point at 7 to go. Your chase of 4 make it 5. It's got some fast riders in there, but again, is there anyone faster right now in this field? Even when working together, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to make much gain for a bit here. And the question really remains, you do have to kind of wonder this. Are you getting anything by working off the front of this field? You've got an International Omnium. You got a long afternoon here, a long evening. If you're not catching this guy, you're not getting a point. If he catches you, it's no real loss. In fact, it's a good thing. So let him have the points. Get ready to sprint for third. Because right now, really well played by Newman to pick up any points before this attack happens. He's sitting in second place, in a tie for first right now. Well, about to be in second is Newman. Gallagher's about to take over at first, and it's not going to change after this point. Really now, the field's got to be just calculating. Let's just sprint for third and fourth. 5 to go. Here's Gallagher picking up his third point. So the juniors back in this field again. It's really changed to a race for third in terms of the sprint that's going to be upcoming. Not a lot of reason to go chase. And that's exactly what we got here. It's sort of like a bunch sprint that's going to be upcoming in about 4 laps now. Still an opportunity for the riders to maybe get there in different ways. They certainly can launch their own early attacks here and keep it quick, but at the moment they're going to go and rest after all that speed. They got Gallagher on the scorecard for 4 points, Newman at 2, and that'll match the official record. And Again, your contest of interest will certainly be who's going to be the first rider out of this field to come across the line. They're going to be in a tie break with all these other riders without points to get third. Seeing 4 to go. The field seeing 4 to go. Three to go for your leader, who picks up another point and is getting encouraged to do the nonsensical thing and catch the field. I mean, why not? Your field coming through onto out of turn 4, sitting in this very similar formation, kind of wide across the track. Their body language is, we're taking it pretty easy right now. 3 to go. Some of these juniors trying to make it hard on me. They've changed kit between last night and today. Not appreciating that. There should be a rule against it. You cannot do that to me. As I see a couple of our speedsters from last night, including Cohen Vigliotti, was near the front of the field there. Had a very active Friday night. Be interested to see how he finds himself at the front of this field here in a couple of moments. About a minute away from the finish for the field here. Seeing 2 to go. Bell next time around. It's a big group. So this is already now the time for positioning. And as soon as they're feeling that pressure, Fairbanks starts to pull forward. Merrick getting the bell and on his way to picking up the most points here today for the tempo. Continue to stay in the lead. Going back to the field now, hitting turn 3. What do you see, Coach?
I'm going to say, so who else has points? Gavin?
Just
and that's
Gavin.
it. So
Yeah,
third
it's a sprint for
place
third.
is whoever wins this sprint.
Yep.
So yeah, third, fourth, fifth. This matters right now, and they're going for it. They know it. They figured it out.
I know most of you tune me out. But yeah, that's the story. It's been this race for third place. Hampson is going to take the big move and see if he can pick it up. His teammate's going to try to challenge him all the way on the corner. Portland are off the front here. Here comes Fairbanks as well. Newman's already got second place locked in, but he might as well try and take the sprint. Why not? Hampson will get third overall. Fairbanks will get fourth. I think that was Aiden, number 449 for fifth.
It's like one parent says it, the next parent says it, the next coach says it, and then finally it sticks, you know? You're just...
Yeah. I know. I'm like the background layer.
It's true. I don't
We were
hear you at
noticing
all.
last night too, where you were like, I was talking to the kid or someone to get up, and I was like, "Hey guys, it's your turn." And then you got on the mic, you're like, "Hey!" It's just a different energy, you know. I have the more, monotone, professional sounding voice here. It's friendly, but doesn't command as much attention sometimes. Junior racing going well here. We're going to bring up our junior A-B women for their tempo in the International Omnium. Their second race about ready to begin. And your second race for the junior women AB category is about ready to start. They're in the neutral. This is another tempo race, just like what we saw a moment ago. Couple laps without any points. They're going to get a bell reminding them the next time they come across will be the beginning of those first rider across the line laps. 1 point only to the first rider from every lap from there on to the end. This is all about getting points for the ongoing Omnium competition, the International Omnium. This is their second race here today. Looks like they're all still together. We'll get them started out of turn 4 if they remain so here from the sound of the whistle. And that whistle was the sound of racing beginning. Couple laps here without any points. We'll get the bell signaling the beginning of the tempo in earnest here. Luke Kelly, the rider in blue, at the lead of the field at the moment as they'll just comfortably cruise in the opening 2 laps. Some quick movement there at the front over the last couple laps. Nobody's really trying to drive too hard right now as they know it's about to get quick. As the first riders are going to be anxious to pick up a point here soon. It's currently Rue Tomko for Jerry Baker Jr.'s at the front. The distinctive pink helmet amongst their teammates. Going to be getting this out of the bell as they come down on the flat here and reminding them that next time, first rider picking up a point. 8 to go. Points start now from here on for the rest of the race. First rider crossed. 1 point. Still Tomko at the lead. Waiting for somebody to decide it's time to get their first point here. No movement coming out of turn 2. Here's our first jump. It looks like one of the triple shot riders. Tendo's on the attack. Chen also coming into the picture here, bringing with her Scoville. Here comes Tendo. We'll get this one. Your early race leader, the Victoria competitor, Tendo Wukahanana, is your current leader, number 117 with 1 point. Luke Kelly, number 119, coming into the picture now, the rider with blue kit and kind of that silver helmet. Forces a response from both Scoville and Chen. At 6 to go, Chen will take back over the front and find her first point here of the race. Your winner of the scratch and the current leader in the Omnium is number 114. Scoville, the rider in the orange helmet, taking over the front now, is the rider currently in second in the IO after coming second across the line in the scratch. Looking for her first point. Here's Lou Kelly again. And really, these 4 riders have separated themselves pretty significantly. You've also got the rider in black in the group here. I believe that's going to be our rider, Sarah Vargas, number 118. Seeing 5 to go. Chen for another. Your leader has 2. Tendo with 1, still sitting in second. Everybody else looking for their first point. Four to go. Chan with another. Chen comes off of the lead of the lap here. Scoville trying to fight for it in the previous lap. Not able to quite gain enough ground fast enough. Chen does secure yet another point. This might be Scoville's opportunity now from the front to get her first and move up into a tie with Tendo, who's the only other rider with points. And that's how it'll play out. Scoville's first, puts in her tie with Tendo. Your leader still is number 114, Chen. I have her down as having 3 points. 3 to go. Scoville looking to maybe take a break off the front here, but Chen not having it. She's going to go ahead and glue to the rear wheel. She knows she's not really under threat right now. They can both kind of cruise from the front here, as there's a pretty big gap between them and anybody else. There's just one rider behind them. That's going to be Lou Kelly. The rest of the field's pretty far back here now and kind of separated into some groups. So these two able to kind of race against each other, be very calculated, very focused on one another. Here goes Chen now for their 4th point at 2 to go. Leading pretty comfortably here. In fact, with this big effort, Scoville can't take the lead from Chen at this point mathematically. So really at this, I would imagine for most of the field, it's just go ahead and cruise. Let this thing kind of go in as it is, because Chen gets 1 more point. She wins either way. Scoville's going to be in second at this rate, as the rider she's in a tie with is too far behind her to catch and break the tie. So I think we've got our finishing order pretty well set here. With 5 points, it'll be 6 soon for Chen. Although Chen will sit up here, so actually that's going to change up here. She knows she's got a long afternoon. She's thinking the same thing. She says, I don't need another point. So we'll set this one up, and this will confirm for Scoville, if she comes across the line, that she'll end up with 2 points. It's kind of a moot point, to be honest, though, either way. This will put Lou Kelly, the rider in blue that's just been behind the 2 leaders. She'll end up in 4th overall. She's the first rider across the line without points for having been out here for this time, so she'll still get some value out of it. Scoville will end up in 2nd overall. Chen, your winner. Here's your rider in 4th, Lou Kelly. And somewhere back here, we've got now the sprint for 5th. Look at this group of 3. Still making it fast. Oh, it'll just be barely on the outside. Tendo taking that, although she already had her 1 point. Didn't need to race for a tiebreak, but she still did anyways. That's the racer ending in 3rd overall. Ruth Tomko for Jerry Baker Jr.'s should be in 5th across the line overall. Your riders exit on the back straight on the same lap you finish. Junior women, thank you. Very wonderful race. Let's bring up junior men's C category to the rail. Junior men's C category to the rail. If you were thinking, man, that was a short scratch we saw last time, why don't we dial up one of those long scratches instead? Well, we got you covered. We were ready for that. You know, let's do a longer scratch. 8 laps this time for the junior men's C category. And on deck, we've got junior men D and the junior women CD riders for their long scratch. All right, off we go into the neutral. 8-lap scratch race here today for this longer distance. Start about turn 4 when they're all together, and we'll see how this one plays out. This is for our middle group in terms of the aging for the junior men today, our junior men C category. And these riders, again, are on their 2nd race of the program. We saw them do with a short scratch earlier, just 4 quick laps around the track. Now we've doubled down and made it 8. Kind of some encouragement there, especially for the smaller field at the distance. Don't be afraid to line it up and work together a bit here. Keep it fast, keep it safe, and maybe line up into a line, take turns to the front, keep it quick. We want to emulate some good speed here in this field. Although not, of course, before the racing begins here out of turn 4, I got to at least say, was there maybe something during the clinic session today on making sure the neutral lap is really slow, right? Like that was some advice too. Did you cover that with them, Coach, earlier? The slower the neutral, the better. That's what I've heard. Just ribbing them a little bit. It's a small group today. It's hot out there. They've got a lot of racing coming up. No organization just yet. Everybody's kind of looking around, seeing who wants to take the front first here for our junior men C riders. (13 to 15-year-old racing age in this group. Somebody can go. There we go. There's somebody going. All right, everybody get on the wheel and let's move it. Bring it up to speed. Here we go. Rocking and rolling. And now we're nearly all single file. We've got kind of an extra lane there hanging out side by side, but they're starting to figure it out here a bit. This is where we take turns at the front. If we can, we kind of get into a bit of a line here. Don't stay on the front for too long. You can always move up. Look over the right shoulder and rotate through to get people the turns here. Let's get some action at the front. Here we go. We're back to the bunch formation. Couple laps in. One jump here. Gets caught quick, and now we're resetting ourselves. Four to go, halfway through the race. Movement towards the front here. A new rider taking over. I think that's going to be Noam, if I'm not mistaken. Nice move here onto the home straight now. It's getting kind of stretched out, seeing 2 to go. Whoa, big counter move here. I did miscall. That's going to be 630 that took over. That's Linden. And now in comes 628. Big move from Edison Clark Hoxie. William Huang's right on the wheel. We saw Edison do a similar thing. He must like 800 meters as a sort of a default for the attack length, as he's done it twice now. This time Williams got him right away, and that forces a change of the front. So now Williams leading it out. This could be interesting. Huang at the front, 1 to go. Huang's looking around to see what's going on behind him. It's still Edison right there. That's Smegley that's kind of pulled away from the group, 499 for the Jerry Baker Juniors. Now it's just Huang at the front being challenged here by Edison Clark Hoxie coming into turn 3. He can't quite find the kick just yet to come around him. Huang's still looking like he's got a pretty good command of this one. And William trying to come in for the win here on the scratch. Will hold on for enough. Team Epic flying in fast there for a 3rd overall finish. Looks like that's going to be 6-2-7. Arden Lucier, 3rd across the line. Maxim would be 4th to cross. A couple more finishers still on the track. Well done for the Junior C competitors here today. Up next, the Junior Men D category will be coming up to the rail for their long scratch. And let's bring our next group to the rail. Junior Men D category on the track for 6 laps of scratch racing. Our youngest group here today in a big field for the young riders. 6 laps in total. We'll get a bell at 1 to go. Their second race today, the first time we saw them was just a fast 2-lap event, a quick scratch race. Now we're going to go a bit longer. 6 laps here for this group. On deck, the Junior Women CD categories for their long scratch, also a 6-lap event. Racing underway now, 6 to go. 6 to go in the scratch. Royce Chan jumping right up to the front. This group's got racing age 9 all the way up to racing age 12. So our youngest group out here today, 1 9-year-old out in the mix. Mostly 11 and 12-year-olds, though, here today. Ooh, a big jump here. I thought they were already going kind of quick for the young group, and here goes one rider trying to make things very fast here at 5 to go. Big attack. It's rider number 620, Shaurya Patel, on the move. This forces Gavin Fairbanks, the rider with the quick response here, down the back straight to catch. And now kind of keep rolling it here. He's also going to carry his momentum. I like the aggression here from the Junior Ds. Keeping it fast at the front, I like it. As Gavin catches, he will swing high though and allow things to kind of come back together again. Shaurya staying at the front for a moment. He'll pull up and let someone else have a turn though. with 4 to go. Triple shot cycling at the front for just a moment. Was out of the way. Now it's 6:17, Owen Fuller moving out of the way for 6:22. Nolan Archambault at the front. Three to go, mostly out together here. Some quick speed on their opening laps. Love the aggressive moves from the youngest riders here today. Moving predictably here, looking over the right shoulder. A couple riders moving out of the way. Some quick rotations at the front. Nobody's wanting to stay too long. Get a decent pull there, about 150-meter pull from our last junior. And now it's quick riders moving up out of the way within just a matter of a few seconds here. Everybody's getting ready. They know next time there'll be a bell. We're at 2 to go. Mejia, number 666. Javi's going to go for it here. Was watching some of the older juniors in the way Edison was making an 800-meter attack work. He's going to see what he can do here from the 2 to go line. And now here's the dynamic combination of Owen Chen and Matthew Ishikawa for the Triple Shot Cycling Club. Both catch up quickly. Leave lots of space underneath, kids, all the way to your right. There we go. Ride all the way up here. Keep going, right, way to the right. Bell's ringing, 1 to go. Nolan Archambault taking over at the front. And we've seen a lot of this rider, Owen Chen, number 617. Jumps quickly to get on his wheel. That's the rider from Victoria that's been having some nice results here for the young junior men. Ishikawa also comes up there. There's Gavin Fairbanks. And Javi's trying to get there as well. Getting up to speed now. Got a raider. These get to the rail or we're going to be in big trouble. There we go. To your right, to your right. Get out of the way. High, up, up, up. All right. As riders coming across the line, you're on your final lap. You are all done. Exit on the back straight. A couple more riders. Looks like at least one more athlete out here finishing up. Junior women's CD category now to the rail for the long scratch. Junior women CD category to the rail.
Save me.
Junior women are CD category now in their second race today. The 6-lap scratch. We'll start them on turn 4. They're currently in the neutral. As long as we're all together, we can get this thing started shortly. We come back with the International Omnium after this. The junior men A-B riders for the elimination. Then the junior women A-B riders for their elimination in its third ride in the IO upcoming. Racing underway, 6 to go. Luna Mendoza taking over the front momentarily, but teammate Westover wants to jump up and lead this early lap now. Getting aggressive on the opening moments here. Already pulling this field apart from the early speed. You see every group of 6. That's really going to be our field. Everybody else is behind their position right now. Saw 4 to go. This group getting lots of cheers from the home crowd today. Again, this is a big combined field in terms of the age grouping. So we've got, which I think is probably our most diverse group when it comes to their age, the racing age. So it's not a surprise to see this group get kind of separated here pretty early on. Some of the older riders will start moving real fast right away. 3 to go already. Here comes your front group onto the home straight. This is the front of the racing, 2 to go. Westover on the front of the race right now. Sarah Lynch right behind her. Next time through, they're going to get the bell. 2 to go for these two riders. That's going to be number 217, Hazel Baker. It's Lola Warbeck, 219, making a group of 2 in the chase behind the field. Some more younger riders here putting in solid effort at 2 to go. Bells ringing, 1 to go. When they say go high, they mean go all the way to the right. Go way towards the rail, not the blue line, all the way to the rail to let the sprint come underneath you. All the way to the rail, all the way to the rail. Or stay put, that works too. And they're coming in fast here. And onto the home straight, here they come. Westover getting another big one here and another scratch. Charlotte looking good here today for another win in the scratch. Here comes the rest of the field as well. Just about ready to start here for our junior men in the International Omnium. The elimination. Last rider across the line is going to be pulled throughout this race. Our first elimination coming up here. The longer you stay in, higher up in the finishing order you go. 450. Finlayson Blake. Andrew Huang, 430. Andrew Huang, 430. Four, 5-1, Tim Wong, 4-5-1. A lot of your leaders in the overall Omnium right now are forming the front half of the field. And we're working our way through these eliminations on the back half of the group now. Knows it's coming. 410. .404 on the inside. 404, Liam Holslander. 10 riders remain. Next rider out in 10th place overall. It's been Gola, the rider. The back end of this field last couple of laps with that neon helmet, who's been doing a good job accelerating at the last moment. See if he can do it again here. He's taking a run at it along the rail. See if he can stay in one more lap or if this is going to be the one. Oh, 444. It is going to be Gola on the outside. Started to feel like that was going to get tough to do for much longer. The announcer's curse, I guess. .418, 418. Eight riders remain. Next rider out will be in 8th place. Big shifting around here. This is starting to get a bit more interesting and anxious as I think Fairbanks was feeling like not wanting to be anywhere near the back. Starts to accelerate big time. Pushes things up and around, and that gets a bit of a shift in the back half of the group. It's going to be the rider down the sprinter's lane left out here in this situation. It is 449, Aiden Zavala. And now, single file formation after the back of that one. One rider in the back. Gonna have to make a move. Should be enough. 3, 2, 6. Jack Hampson. That was Vigliotti that was in the back position there and scurried around quickly and then was well in control of it. Next rider out in 6th overall. It's Vigliotti again at the back, but looked like he has plenty more of these accelerations. See if he can pull up another one here. Maybe not. Getting a good run at it. Ooh, it'll be enough. 4:52, Davies. Shaking his head that time. Knew it was coming. 5 riders left. Next rider out in 5th. This is where the points get good here for the IO. Vigliotti at the back. Right in front of him is Fairbanks, who they all start to push up behind Gallagher. It's Newman down in the sprinters lane, who might be in a bad spot here, but the field's starting to move around. Oh, the fight to the back. Oh. 4-0. Newman. 4-0. Oh, so close between him and his teammate out there. Ryder Carlson had the lane and the space to make the move more comfortably. Next rider out in 4th. Carlson leaving a little bit of a gap here. Looked like he still has another kick. He'll try to pull up in the right-hand side here, but the gap's opening up a bit too quickly. It'll be Carlson this time, as now we know our top 3. Gallagher, Fairbanks, Vigliotti, the 3 now. They go up towards the rail. Vigliotti, the rider in back, the rider in white with the black shorts and the red bike. In the middle is Keegan Fairbanks, rider 333. And on the front is Merrick Gallagher, number 7. One to go as its last elimination here. Vigliotti will be out in 3rd. 334 does get the official call. 334. Fairbanks versus Gallagher. 18-year-old versus 14-year-old. Is he racing age 17 or is he just okay? I didn't know that. That's wild. All right, take it easy on him. Nice racing, you two. Fairbanks with a great race here today. Riding that really smart through the field. Manages to find 2nd overall here today and a lot of points in the IO. Jerry Baker Jr. is on top here today for the junior men AB category. Junior women AB riders for the elimination now coming to the rail. Junior women AB riders to the rail. Junior women AB riders for the elimination. Currently in the neutral. Get them started out of turn 4, and we'll start pulling riders from the back end. Staying as long as you can to get more points for the IO. This is their 3rd ride today for the International Omnium. The next time we'll see these riders will be the conclusion, the finale points race at the end of tonight's program. After this group on deck, we have the Junior Men C category. Junior Men C riders are on deck following this elimination. This race will go pretty quick here, so do get ready. They're followed by the Junior Men D riders for their points race. And here we are still together in the neutral. We'll get them started out of turn 4. This has been the 2nd session of racing for the weekend for the Junior Takeover. One more tomorrow for some sprint tournament fun. Yeah, Sound of Whistle Racing's underway. Our first session was last night. During Friday Night Racing, we had some junior featured racing. Got a lot of juniors showing up and bolstering our Cat 4, our Cat 3 fields. But today's been all about the kids. 2 clinics this weekend, one yesterday, one today. Good attendance, good showing here in 2024. Giving the kids a little bit more setup and ready to race on our velodrome. Getting to know each other a bit, build some community between our velodromes, as this is the uniting of several different areas that still have racing communities to support. It's good to have these connections being made here in Redmond, and we thank everybody for helping make that possible. It's been fun to watch the product of it. Our first elimination coming up. (118) Sarah Vargas. Tough break there. Saw some good speed from Vargas in the tempo where we saw her kind of joining up on the front effort. Just found in a bad spot on the very first lap here. Let's see who's up next now. Mm. 221, Barna. 221. Another rider who maybe a bit of an early break here for the field. Strong competitor last night and not getting a chance here today in the elimination. It's Scoville all the way at the back, just nice and comfortable with the sprint effort here to come around the right side. Her competition is Kim Chen at the front. Gilchrist in a tough spot trying to find a window to get into. 105, Gilchrist. Kim Chen serving as the front of the field still, number 114, and your leader in the Omnium coming into the race. She'll move up and out of the way and let someone else take over the front. Scoville all the way at the back. We'll have to reposition here again. Coming alongside of Lou Kelly. Should be just fine. Look to the middle of the field. 114, Chen. The lap she comes off the front, she gets caught. Chen. And that is your leader coming into this race. That was a tight one between her and Tendo, the rider from Triple Shot Cycling. Were the two at the back there. This is giving Scoville an opportunity to get some important points against her competition. She's got to stay in a few more laps. It'll be 115, Lindsay Cameron on the inside. As I was mentioning, the rider with the orange helmet comes into this race second in the Omnium, but still in the race now, and this is a good opportunity for her to kind of take some of those lost points back. So she'll do what she can to win this thing. And her positioning here, this is where she's comfortable at. This is going to be a good race for her at this stage. Rutomko taking over the front now. Lou Kelly, the rider in blue with the silver helmet, leading for Scoville, who will now swing out and around, leaving one rider out. Tendo's trying to find some room, but there's not a lot of lane there. Not going to be able to squeeze in. 117, Tendo. Trying to find a way to get in there. Just wasn't going to make any more room happen. And brings it down to 3 riders now. Scoville at the back, Lou Kelly in the middle, and there's Rutomko at the front. Tomko will lead this thing out again. Here comes the acceleration from the back, trying to flatten out the race into the straight. 1 to go. Whoa! 119 right down the middle. Lou Kelly caught that time. I think the last time I saw this is when Rue said, I'm good, but not today. Rue's going to keep this race going, and I like that. Let's keep this thing moving. Rue at the front, Scoville sitting on the wheel, just waiting for the opportunity to jump. Rue bringing it up to speed. Here they come around the corner trying to get the big points in the IO. It's Scoville taking it today. Tomko all the way up to second place. And a good finish for the junior women AB competitors. We'll see them again for the points race and the conclusion of the IO. Junior men's C category to the rail. Junior men's C category to the rail. On deck. Junior men D's. The junior men D's on deck. Get ready. Four by 3 points race. 4 sprints every 3 laps. First bell at 10 to go. Points at 9. Riders going for 5, 3, 2, and 1 on those laps. 5 to the first rider, 3 to the second, 2 to the third, 1 to the fourth. Double on the final sprint. 10, 6, 4, and 2. All ties will always be broken by position on the final lap. Riders currently in the neutral and will start at turn 4 if they're still all together. This is the junior men's C category, or C category, 13 to 15-year-olds in this group. In what will be their final event today, going out for a big points race, 12 laps. Got to turn on their thinking caps. Racing is beginning now. 12 to go. Bell at 10. First points at 9. 4 by 3. Points racing. $11 to go. Bell next time. First bell ringing now. There goes Edison, number 628. Smegly trying to hold on to that sprinter's lane at the front, but it will be Edison leading the lap now, still a little bit above the line. Might have left the lane open for Smegly, as he'll come through either way. Edison not quite getting down low enough. And the first 5, he'll still come back out around for 5 anyways. Huang for 3, I believe. Smegly 2. Wow. We'll get the confirmation there. Interesting moves there from the riders. Bell at 7 for your next sprint, juniors. Next bell at 7 to go. Our second sprint well underway here now. Halfway through the race, it's Smegly leading this thing out. This rider Maxim at the front. But look here from the second attack coming out of turn 4. Ooh, a lot of good movement here at the front. Look out for Huang again, this time for 5. After 2, my unofficial points totals have hit William Huang, your leader, with 8 points. Edson Clark Hoxie in second with 5. 2 riders with 3 is Lyndon Zavala and Maxim Smegly in a tie for third. Noam Gillat with 2 and Arden Lucier with 1. That does match the official record as well. 5 to go, Bell at 4, points at 3. On deck, junior men D riders. All of the junior men Ds on deck. Your second to last bell. Your race leader right now is Huang, rider 428. He's back middle of the field right now, currently being led in position by number 499 is Maxim Smegly at the front. He's been here for nearly every sprint, just kind of leading the group out. The tough part is that they keep coming around him here to the line, gosh darn it. Why do they keep doing that? And here they come again. It's going to be Edison leading the attack this time into turn 3. Stretching this out nicely behind him. Good speed hitting turn 4, but it's going to be another 3 riders contesting. Points update. Your leaders, Huang and Clark Hoxie, in a tie, 10 points each. Back after that, 2 riders with 4 points apiece is Lucier and Zavala tied for third. 3 points to Smegly, 2 to Gillat. Everybody else looking for points. Final sprint now coming. It's Huang and Clark Hoxie in a complete tie coming into this one. Yeah. Here we go. Who's going to find the way to the front? Huang's got a good line all the way to the blue line. Great acceleration. He'll be able to close this one down. 4-2-8. First across the line for the big 10 points. Will hold on to the victory here in the points race, who's been just taking win after win today. Finds another one here in the points. Junior men D to the rail. Points racing on deck. The junior women CD riders are up next for the 3x3 points race. On deck, junior women CD. After that, we'll get into the final race for the IO. It is the points race conclusion. First for the junior men and then for the junior women in the IO. Couple more points races here this evening. First up, our youngest group of riders today, the Junior Men D category, now on track in the neutral for a 3x3 points race. 9 lap total, 3 chances to sprint. Same rules apply as the previous race in terms of the way the points will be divvied out. Racing underway, 9 total laps. First bell at 7 to go, points at 6. A Bank of America credit card that's missing from someone's back pocket. If you have it, we got it. And you can maybe tell us the name on there. That would be helpful. We'll over at the, no, maybe not. Something else about it. It's a Bank of America card. It's red. It's on the center of the infield. If you are missing one, check your wallet, check your pockets. Bell next time for first points. Next time around, bell's ringing. They already look like they're sprinting, but now the bell is ringing. These young riders getting well spread out here, well ahead of the bell. Ben Jang taking over the front there for a moment. Pulls up quickly. Here comes lots more riders from the field now. Archibald jumping to the front. Here goes Owen. Right onto the wheel is our rider from Triple Shot, who's been very dominant here in this group, the rider in the yellow helmet. On this first sprint, though, Archibald being able to hold on for 5 so far. Here comes the counter. Ooh, not going to be quite fast enough. Archibald for 5. Ishikawa for 3. Chen 2. Fairbanks 1. Six to go. Next bell at 4.
Started up.
Here comes your leaders onto the home straight. They're going to be getting the sound of the bell, the front of the race. Now coming up to the finish line next time around, we'll be picking up points. Here goes your race leader, Archibald, again. Go all the way to the rail, not the blue line. If you're going up, go up. Get out of the way. Ride high, well above the blue line, juniors. The blue line is not high. That is the middle of the track. It's actually below the middle. That's actually very true. Whoa, that looked familiar. Whoa, what a good sprint for 2. It's going to be Archibald again, I believe. 6:19 coming across the line for 3 points. Looks like it's the same finishing order, even though it was a bit more of a scramble to get there. Archibald, your leader, with 10 points. It's Ishikawa with 6, Chen with 4, Fairbanks with 2. They get the same results 2 times in a row. Pretty straightforward math. That leaves us with 2 to go, and the next time we see our leaders, 1 to go in the bell. When we say ride high, kids, the sprint's coming. Be aware. 1 to go. The field's coming in fast. All the way to the right. Keep going. All the way. Don't stop at the blue. All the way to the right. Move high. You can do it. I believe in you. Here comes your finish for the young category here. Whoa, look at this turn of speed for the big final 10 points. Ishikawa flying in. Great speed there for 10. Archambault not getting any points there. It might have just given the win back to Ishikawa in that final race on that last sprint. Everyone's finished up on this lap. Exit on the back straight as you come through this time. Well done for the junior men D category, our youngest group here today. A nice finish in the points race. Riders coming up now, the junior women CD points race. 3x3.
Remember, we are doing podiums, top 5 for every age group. So if you think you're top 5, don't run away yet. We're going to do top 5 regional championship podiums. We're going to put everyone on the podium. I don't care if you're not from our region. We're going to put you on our podium with medals. So if you think you're top 5, stick around.
Junior women CD field currently out in the neutral. Will be a 3x3 points race in our final regular points race tonight. On deck, the junior men AB competitors will be going out for the conclusion of their international omnium format in a 6x5 points race. Then our junior women AB competitors will also come out here for their international omnium conclusion points race. That's all going to wrap up our program tonight. Sound of the whistle, racing's underway. 9 to go, bell at 7, points at 6. Sarah Lynch at the front of the field right now. There's Luna Mendoza taking over momentarily. Renna Fuller. A lot of the riders we've seen at the front of this group tonight, kind of leading, at least in the early laps, as a group like this. Now coming into their bell lap. Points next time. First points of the race. Lynch still at the front. Mendoza will take over. Up and out of the saddle and into the move here through turns 1 and 2 as she sees an opportunity to get some points on this very first point sprint. Westover waiting just for a moment to come into the picture, and now here she comes down into turn 3. Lynch following her lead, as is Renna Fuller. Mendoza still holding on to the front pretty well here, but the overtake's starting to happen between Westover and Lynch. Taking over the front now, Fuller coming into the picture as well. A good 3-up sprint here. Lynch, Westover, Fuller, Mendoza. After for one sprint, Lynch, 2:01 your leader with 5. Westover with 3 in second. Brenna Fuller, 2:11 is in third with 2 points. Mendoza with 1, number 203. Your top 4 coming into the second sprint now. Hearing the bell momentarily onto the home straight. Lola Warbeck taking over at the front. Number 219 looking for her first points. Race leader right on her wheel. Lynch now trying to take over at the front. Your race leader in the points. Now trying to lead the sprint coming into turn 3. Westover, her teammate, that's currently in second, right on her wheel, trying to come around this time. These two making it a good battle here tonight. Westover will find it this time. She'll best Lynch in the second sprint. Ooh, Mendoza, I think, holds on for 2 as Brenna Fuller was coming in quick, but not quite fast enough to take that one away. So first and second swap places, third and fourth across the line swap places. Gives us a couple of ties here. The unofficial points, Westover and Lynch with 8, Mendoza and Fuller with 3. A tie at first and a tie at third. Two to go. Westover's got a bit of a gap here. That's one of your riders in the lead of this race here. Westover, number 111, starting to pull away from the field. This is a good way to close out this race. She can just stay in this effort, maybe get away from the competition of Lynch and the rest of this group. Big move here for Westover. Can she close it down and hold on to the win here with this? It's all in here to finish. Westover getting that one to go, and a little bit of support here from the home crowd. The rest of the field letting her get away with this. I think she's going to be able to dial this one in. The gap too big here. Westover is already on her way to winning this race. Let's see where we are with the field. It's Lynch leading things out right now. There's Mendoza again on the wheel. Brenna Fuller right in position. One to go for a couple of these riders now crossing the line. Here's your winner, Westover, getting the big 10 points. And from the field, it's Lynch leading things out, trying to hold on to second. And Lynch will be able to do so. And these two have been going head-to-head. A great battle between Mendoza and Fuller today. That was a close one there for the final sprint to break the tie. Too close for me to call comfortably. It looked like Fuller might have gotten it on the outside, but we'll review and make sure that's true. That's right. Last time we get to see these riders today, so we'll clap for every one of them as they're coming across. Big age difference between our youngest and our oldest in this group. It's 10 to 15-year-olds in this one combined field. So we got some youngsters out here that are real warriors today.
And as a reminder, we're going to do podiums, top 5 for every age group. There's a lot of these mixed fields, like this field. There's going to be some surprises in here, I think. Remember, don't go away. We'll get the podium up once everyone is done.
Junior men, AB to the rail. This is some big kid distances here today in the points race. A 6x5 30-lap race. We'll go down the list during this neutral to update the points totals. Gallagher with 45, Newman and Fairbanks with 38, Zavala with 34, Vigliotti with 32, Hampson with 31, Carlson and Davies with 27, Plechimariki and Wang with 22, Gala with 17, Huang with 15, Gata 14, Hulslander 13, Blake 12, Herink and Takagi minus 14, minus 16.
Reminder, you need to be together if you want to get started. American Aiden, get closer.
They just wanted more laps.
Once again, the points. Merrick Gallagher, here's your top 5. Let's do that again. In first with 45, Merrick Gallagher. In a tie for second, Newman and Fairbanks with 38. Aiden Zavala in fourth with 34. Cohen Vigliotti in fifth with 32 coming into the race. Racing it away. Bell at 26, points at 25.
Corey, there's this standing $50 to lap the field, right? I'm gonna
Sure.
say yes.
I'm not in control of those $50. Bell's ringing for points. Gallagher on the attack. 26 to go. Points next time. Aiden Zavala off the front of the field. In pursuit. Back at the field, it's Vigliotti leading things out currently, but here comes Triple Shot Cycling now trying to take over the front. It'll be Gallagher for 5. There's Zavala for 3 points. Newman and then Fairbanks get 2 and 1. 24 to go, and I think we've got an effort to try to catch the field. Why not? $50 richer if he does it. There's like a standing lap the field $50 prize sitting out here on at the Velodrome. It's been waiting to be claimed for the last couple of weeks. Field sitting at the blue line behind Velodrome right now. Scorin's kind of serving as the leading rider over the last lap or so. I think the catch is going to happen pretty quick with the way the field's racing right now. 23 to go. He's going to catch him before the next sprint. No problem. 22 to go for the leader.
Catch, Merrick. You got to catch to get the 50. You got to catch to get the 50.
I think he's waiting for a bell. He's trying to be extra special with this move. Oh, now the front of the field's getting a little bit more interesting here, so let's go watch who's on the front. Velodrome is starting to get a little bit more active, seeing 22 to go. Bell's ringing for your race leader. Gallagher sees 21 to go. You'll probably catch after the 5 here. Off the front of the field is Hampson. He can catch at any point if he wants to, really, here. Here comes Hampson, also hearing a bell, 21 to go. Field getting the bell, 21 to go. It would have been a bit messy if he caught earlier than that, though. Front of the race is Hampson over on the back straight right now, coming into turn 3. The 5 points was collected, though, by Gallagher. So what's left out here to collect for Hampson is 3 upcoming. Newman, and then it looks like Fairbanks. Front of the race coming on the home straight now, and it was 20 points awarded to Gallagher in the catch. He's at 30 after the last sprint. I believe I have the rest of the points as Newman with 4, Hampson with 3, Zavala with 3, and Fairbanks with 2. Your race leader, Gallagher, 5 points to his name plus the catch for 20 points. Puts him at 30. We're going to add those to our points totals. I'll get the International Omnium updates here shortly, as I do have the live results now right in front of me, which is pretty swanky. Current standings for the IO. Gallagher, 75. Newman, 42. Fairbanks, 40. Zavala, 37. Hampson, 34. There's your top 5. The race for second is going to be a good one here. 16 to go. Gallagher back at the front. Points up for grabs this time around. Fairbanks trying to jump around. Here comes Hampson, Newman, Velodrome. Fairbanks will take the front, though, trying to grab 5. 5 for Fairbanks, 3 for Newman, 2 for Zavala, and 1 for Hampson. From here on out, I'll be announcing only the IO points as they're updated. Your race leader not really participating in that one, doesn't need to. He's got a nice, healthy 33-point lead before that sprint, so no anxiety in his legs right now. He's just chilling. $14 to go. Next bell at 11. That race for second continuing to be good. We got a tie right now between Newman and Fairbanks, both with 45 points. It's 6 points back to Aiden Zavala with 39, and then Jack Hampson with 35 makes out your top 5 right now. It's still 30 points to catch back up to Gallagher. Bell next lap, 12 to go. Gallagher going ahead for another. 11 to go. Every lap's a training effort. Might as well just keep it piling it on here. Vigliotti out of the field. Newman and then Fairbanks lining themselves up. The race right now between Newman and Fairbanks is in a dead heat. But the rider back in 5th, Jack Hampson, also going to try to mix things up. That brings right along with them is Aiden Zavala try to come to the front. These two riders will pick up some important points here. 5 more for Gallagher. And 3 for Zavala, 2 for Newman, 1 for Hampson. That'll push Newman up into 2nd place. Fairbanks will drop a place down technically as the tie gets broken here for the time being.
What you hiding? What you hiding?
9 to go. Next bell at 6. Race leader Gallagher with 80 points. 2nd place, Newman with 47. Fairbanks in 3rd with 45. Zavala in 4th with 42. Hampson in 5th with 36. Still a good race for 2nd and 3rd. Only a few points separating those important podium positions in the IO. Coming into a bell lap, they'll be seeing 6 to go. Gallagher casually taking over at the front again, with the field fanning out behind him into a big flying V formation here, coming through turn 3. Points next lap, 6 to go. Gallagher serving his lead out again on this particular one. He's got Fairbanks lined up behind him. Here comes Newman. Sean Davies trying to get in on the sprint as well. Newman and Fairbanks. Fairbanks missing out in the last sprint for points. Really needs to get some here, and he's in a great position to do so. So he'll line up to get 5, and he should find it. Fairbanks 5. Newman had to fight for 3. Not sure he got it. It was between him and Gallagher, who didn't make that one easy. Davies will fight for 1 as well. That should give Fairbanks back to second place, as Newman will still get points. But for the big 5, it'll go to the direction of number 333. Continues to be a great race here at the top of this podium behind Gallagher. Points totals 82 to race leader Gallagher. 32 points back to Newman with 50. Fairbanks with 50. So post that sprint in a tie once again for second place. 42 points for Zavala in 4th. 36 for Hampson in 5th. It really has become a race between Newman and Fairbanks, number 333 for the Jerry Baker Juniors, and East Portland Youth Cycling Teams, Gavin Newman, number 40. Those numbers, they wear for a regular category, as that's a Cat 1-2 in Newman, recently upgrading and soon to be upgrading Fairbanks if there's any sign to his recent successes, although I think we're going to be putting him in the Cat 3s for a while. He's a young rider. But these two match so well here in this junior category. They are going head-to-head in this race, back and forth. Who's going to come out on top in this final sprint? That'll determine who's going to be in second on the podium. Coming into the bell, our last chance to watch these riders tonight in their final lap, and Gallagher will make the jump to lead this one out. The field will watch him go. The race within the race is number 40 versus number 333. They're in the mid back along the top there near the blue line. It's Newman in front for Fairbanks. How those two finish will determine second and third place in the IO tonight. And Fairbanks will make the jump in the middle of the back straight. He takes off. Fairbanks, after the big 30-lap points race, still looking so strong. Here I am celebrating Fairbanks. Gallagher with an incredible win here. Fairbanks looking quick on the final jump. Nobody could dial one in. Keegan with some great grit. Just keeps on fighting in every one of those point sprints. Finds the big 6 points there. Breaks the tie and will be second on the podium today for the IO. Gavin Newman for East Portland will be standing on the 3rd spot. And what was a really great finish there for the junior men AB competitors. Oh yeah, of course, now we gotta split them by age. I know how this works. Junior women AB competitors to the rail for your finale. Your leader starting the race, Danny Scoville with 43 points. In second, Kim Chen with 40. Tendo Mukahana in third with 37. Lou Kelly in fourth with 34. Lindsey Cameron 33. Rue Tomko 33. Sarah Vargas 29, Gilchrist 27, Barna 27.
Get off the e-bike. Get off your e-bike.
4x5 points race in this conclusion event for the IO. This is the Junior Takeover 2024 edition here at the Velodrome. We don't race on a Saturday normally. It's Friday nights where you can see the big crowds and our big show, but sometimes for our special events, we'll pull out all the stops here and have some fun on a Saturday as well. Today, the reason is for these young riders, juniors from many different velodromes, many different regions of our country have come together, all up and down the West Coast for sure, well represented here today, including our friends from the other side of the border up north. Burnaby Velodrome, Victoria area's got a team here in triple shot cycling. We've got our friends down from California that have made their way up San Jose area. Today has been a lot of fun to watch these youth going head to head. This will be a conclusion for these junior women who've been going at it in the International Omnium. They're about to get their start in a 20-lap points race. And this will do it with the whistle. Racing's underway. Our final program of the day, our final race of the program today, now beginning. Lucy Gilchrist looking ready to throw down here on the opening lap, number 105, opening up in a big sprint. Kimberly Chen responds quickly. Sarah Vargas right there with her. First bell at 16, points at 15 to go. They just saw 19 laps remaining. .105 going again is Gilchrist pushing away from the field. Now, field should know, based on the announcement of the rail, that she's got a little bit of running room. They're going to let her have it, and this is smart. Take advantage here. At 18 to go. Your leaders in this group, the rider wearing bib number 114 is in second. 101 in first. That's the rider with that orange helmet right in the middle of the sprinters lane right now. They've been going back and forth here today. The best opportunity that Scoville found was during that elimination is Chen getting pulled out, I believe, around 7th place or so, maybe 6th. As Scoville went on to win it, that made a big difference here coming into the IO's starting list here for the points, as that gave Scoville the lead to start the race now by 3 points. First sprint coming up soon, bell next lap. First bell, 16 to go. Sarah Vargas leading it out right now, but the sprint not yet engaged. Waiting for the attack from any which direction. Your race leader is more at the back. It's Scoville watching Chen currently. Still open as they come out into the flat on the back straight. Vargas will just drive from the front. Tendo right on the wheel for triple shot cycling. Here comes Chen with a big turn of speed from the middle of the group. Huge acceleration. Scoville trying to hold on to it. Chen with such great acceleration finds all the way to the front. Tendo across the line second for 3. Scoville for 2 that time. I think it was Sarah Vargas still for 1 point. Chen just showing the power she's got locked up in those legs, ready for that kind of acceleration, that kind of jump. impressive.
I was told earlier today that Kimberly is actually going to Junior Worlds for Canada. So we'll see Kimberly at Junior Worlds. That's a pretty huge accomplishment.
Nice. Congrats to
Wow.
Kimberly Chen on that. That's fantastic. No surprise seeing the skill set and the talent and the speed that she's bringing here this weekend. Do you know the event? Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, really putting on a great show, including last night for Friday night racing. We had the Portland area competitor, Jenna Lingwood, who overall very strong rider, has got a lot of results in many different disciplines. Hasn't been into the track since pretty much last year, but really helped dial up the speed again last night. And Chen was right on the wheel every single sprint and basically won every race last night, even in our open women field with the adults all here. So that junior's all over the track here this weekend. We'll see how she ends up at the end of this IO. Let's check the points after the first sprint, though. Scoville still in a tie for the lead with Chen, 45 points each. Tendo in third with 40. Lou Kelly in fourth with 34. Two riders in fifth is still Lindsey Cameron and Rue Tomko, both with 33 points again. That's Tomko and Cameron both with 33, and a tie for fifth after one sprint. Our field is seeing 12 to go. Bell next time. No bell. We got a little anxious that one. Our out-of-town families and folks that have traveled here to the Velodrome to make racing happen this weekend, I want to personally thank you for being here, whether you're supporting your athlete by getting them out here, getting them all registered and signing them up, or making sure to cheer them on all day long. You've made a big difference in making this racing really fun this weekend for these juniors. This has been a really successful series of events. We hope that you had a good stay with us. I'm not going to be able to hang around. Well, it's up in the air, depending on how things go tomorrow. I may or may not be able to be part of the sprint tournament tomorrow afternoon. But this has been a really great, successful event once again, watching all these juniors compete so well and so many of our different velodromes being represented here today. It's Sarah Vargas leading out the sprint right now for will be our second attempt to get some points here. Chen is going to take over now coming on the home straight. Vargas still picking up 3. Scoville, 2 points. And Rue Tomko, number 125, picking up 1. That should give Chen back the lead overall after picking up another 5. Now should be in lead by about 3 points by my quick calculations. The field kind of pulling apart into 2 chase groups, one main group of 4 in turn 2, everybody else behind them. That's Scoville in the front of the race, Chen right behind her. Tomko, Lou Kelly, the rider in blue, in 4th wheel position. Next bell at 6 to go. Chen officially sitting at 50 points. Scoville with 47. Wakahanana with 40. Kelly 34 and Tomko 34, giving us a tie for 4th right now in the overall standings. The front hasn't been moving at total top speed here. The chasing groups are allowed to get a little bit closer, making our group of 4 now 7. One rider just off the back and well within reach here. Seeing 7 to go. Bell next time. Scoville on the front. Second to last sprint. Bell's ringing. It's Tendo in third place in the race, the rider that's leading the way in the sprinter's lane. Bib number 117 for triple shot. Her teammate up above her, bib number 115, is Lindsay Cameron, currently in sixth, trying to take over at the front. She's got some room here. She'll make a move. Chen will be able to cover the move and likely find the wheel and try to overtake through the turn. Look at the speed from Cameron, though. Lindsay's really on a good turn of speed here. Might be able to hold on for 5. Might not be worth the effort to try to come around her. Chen will sit back. Nice move from Lindsay. 2 for Tomko and 1 for Scoville. Tomko now should take over alone at fourth place. Scoville more securely sitting back in second as Chen finds 3 there. Should put her up ahead by 5 over Scoville in the standings. Oh, Lindsay Cameron actually is going to be slotting in for 4th after winning that previous sprint. So here's our current order. It's Chen with 53 in the lead, Scoville with 48 in second, Waganana with 40 in third, Cameron with 38 is good for 4th place, Tomko with 36 is good for 5th place right now. 1 sprint to go, and this is far from settled. Every position here is still up for grabs in the top 5. It could be quite a shift around in the position based on how this last sprint plays out. So we'll watch how this one goes. Lou Kelly has pulled away from the field, and that has encouraged Kimberly Chen to jump right on up to the effort. So with 2 riders breaking away, Lou Kelly currently sitting in 6th with 34 points, but if she can find 6 points in the upcoming sprint or 10 for winning it, that'll be a big change up for her. It could get her as far up as 3rd place. Chen just trying to find any sort of points to guarantee the victory here today. If she even gets, I believe, 4 in this upcoming sprint, she's fairly safe. 6 would all but guarantee it for sure, though. So if here she is in this break of 2, she knows she'll win the race. 2 to go. The gap has opened up nicely here. The field back here at the middle of the home straight will not be challenging Kelly and Chen in the upcoming sprint, as they're seeing 2 to go, and there's just not enough time here on the track for them to catch. Scoville on the front for the field, but not really in any effort to try to go catch right now. It is just a little bit too organized, a little too fast at the front. It's Chen now on the front, gets the bell, in control of the pace, and just needs to get either the 10 or the 6 to absolutely confirm her victory today. Kelly's going to try to make a sprint happen here against her, though. The rider in blue, but Kimberly just showing overall power, just going to pull away. Bell's ringing for the field. Who's going to make the first jump here? Lindsay Cameron, number 115, picking up big points on the last sprint. She's dangling off the front a little bit right now, in a good position to try again. Tendo right in the middle of that lineup. And they're coming across the line. Our home crowd giving some cheers for Chen, your winner. Lou Kelly getting 6. We'll move up nicely here. Here goes Tendo, currently in 3rd place. Needs to try to get something here to hold on to it. This will be a nice move to confirm it. Incoming Ru Tomko to try to move up into 4th place, potentially. Tendo, a nice finish for 4 points. 2 points for Ru Tomko. Those final points should not have changed the order, I believe, for Scoville, who had 48 points coming into that. No one would have overtaken that, so in the overall standings, I got Chen on top with Scoville in 2nd. Tendo will hold on to 3rd, and I think Tomko with those points there may move up into 4th overall on the IO finishing order. And with that, we are done with racing. We need just a moment to get ready for some podiums, as we would like to celebrate our riders on the infield. Just a bit away from podiums. Podiums upcoming shortly.
Shouldn't have known if I was the one who's drowning in your flood. It's overwhelming me, but I guess it's clear to me now. After staring holes in all my walls, don't you cut me off like you did that time. Once was already enough, I'd say, but I wonder if you hear me.
Let's get everybody ready for some podiums. There's going to be a lot of kids up here. We're doing top 5 for all the age groups. So a lot of kids are going to be up here. Top 5 for the podiums, everybody. I'm just going to read down my list, which is going to be the U16 junior women first, starting with the younger category, so our 10 to 12s, and then our 13 to 15, pardon me. Then our U13 junior men, so that's our 10 to 12-year-old junior boys, will come up next. Then the junior Cs, our 13 to 16-year-olds. Then we'll do the IOs, first for the junior women, then the junior men. Lots to get through. Okay, I'm not waiting anymore. First up, our junior women D category. That would be our 10 to 12-year-old junior women. First up on our podium in 5th place is Katie Halsall. In 4th, Daria McKinnon Babaraglu. Well, there we go. Just got to give it the right roll. In 3rd, Eva Magidson. In 2nd, Hazel Baker. And in 1st, Ayla Zavala. For our 13 to 16-year-old junior women. First up to the podium in 5th place, Sophia Avery. In 4th place, Luna Mendoza. In 3rd, Renna Fuller. In 2nd place, Sarah Lynch. And in 1st place, Charlotte Westover. It is bright in your face, I know. Under 13 junior men. This is the junior men D category coming up. In 5th, Javi Mejia. In 4th, Gavin Fairbanks. In third, Matthew Ishikawa. In second place, Owen Chen. And your champ in first place, Nolan Archambault. Junior men C category, our 13 to 16-year-old junior men. In fifth place, Arden Lucier. In fourth place, Maxim Smagley. In third place, Lyndon Zavala. In second, Edison Clark Hoxie. And in first, William Huang. Junior women A-B riders. First up, our B group. In second place, Sarah Vargas. And in first, Rue Tomko. And now the junior women A, or the junior A women. In fifth, Lindsay Cameron. In fourth place, Lou Kelly. In third, Tendo Mukahanana. In second, Danny Scoville. And in first place, Kimberly Chen. Junior men B category, your top five. In fifth, Ryder Carlson. In fourth place, Sean Davies. In third, Cohen Vigliotti. In second, Gavin Newman. And in first place, Keegan Fairbanks. Junior men A competitors, your top five. In fifth place, Andrew Huang. In fourth place, Oscar Plechi Moriki. In third place, Jack Hampson. In second, Aiden Zavala. And in first place, Merrick Gallagher.
All right, that's it for today. Hopefully you get some good rest. Tomorrow, noon, we are starting warm-ups. We're doing warm-up jumps straight into 200, straight then into our sprint tournament. Be here at noon tomorrow, or else your 200 might be severely affected. So see you at noon tomorrow. I do not want to see any trash